Nightshade.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, with your character being a thief/entertainer, I imagine that for most of the month you'd be going around getting jobs.
Yeah.
Pocketing money.
Sure.
Slapping people down to the ground harsh.
Tons of money.
Are you staying at the temple, or are you finding new digs?
Yeah, somewhere nice.
Somewhere nice?
Yeah.
All right.
Like I'm the only one in the temple now.
I don't know. Were you going to stay in the temple?
He was
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Yeah,
we can
because
hang
you
out
were
in the temple.
you were
Stay
staying
guild
there.
bath most of the month.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Although you'd probably have a couple of places in the city that you could stay for free that you would know would be good places to crash. But you don't have like a house or anything to yourself. Okay. All right. So you find yourself someplace nice. Now, how are you getting this someplace nice? Are you renting a place?
I thought you said I was making tons of money.
You are making quite a bit of money. I was just wondering if you were shacking up with a noble or something like that.
Doesn't sound like fun.
No? Okay. No shacking up. You're not that kind of thief.
I don't think
Well, that
so.
kind of entertainer.
Yeah.
That kind of entertainer.
But think of the rare items.
How noble is this noble?
Yeah. How rare is items?
Yeah.
No, you can get yourself a place.
Yeah.
You can get yourself. You can basically work your way through several jobs, starting at pretty rough dives, and then getting a name for yourself as a pretty good entertainer, one that can take care of herself when someone tries to reach for places they shouldn't be, which is a good skill to have. And you can work your way up to better and better establishments, especially with the entertainment, until near the end of the month, you're pretty much working like nice class acts with lots of nobility and high society, working the joints, and still raking in quite a bit of money.
Awesome.
Yeah. Enough to at least pay for this really posh apartment that you've got. You've gone from being a thief to charlatan.
Yeah.
So are you pulling any, not massive schemes, but beginner schemes and scams on some of these nobility?
Probably.
All right,
You know,
excellent.
You
All
gotta
right.
test them out.
Okay, so a little bit of extra cash. All right, no, that works. Luck is in your favor, and you get yourself an extra 22 gold.
Wow.
Saved up that you didn't have to spend on posh apartment and good clothes. Anything else you wanted to buy?
Did I get those little crossbow pistols?
Oh yeah, you get yourself a pair of crossbow pistols.
And I'm all set up with
Oh yeah,
ammunition.
and the special ammunition.
Special
At
ammunition.
least crossbow pistols won't explode at you.
No, they don't do a lot of damage, but she has them tweaked out with poison.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, good, excellent. One night you're sleeping. Well, one morning you're sleeping because mostly you work at night, and you have a dream, vision. It's a dream, but you can tell when it's a dream or when it's actually sent to you from Loek. So you get a vision. You see a noble mansion. You recognize this noble mansion. You've never worked there, but you know the people that live there. And it's two young noblemen. And you've heard that they're not the nicest people. They're kind of dicks. They're cruel. They got tons of money, and they don't care who they hurt. And their parties tend to be that way, where it's not a fun time for most, just for a select few. And then it's only fun if you're like into cruelty and stuff. So you recognize them. You know who these people are. One of them's name is Nicodemus Templeman, and the other one is I can't remember the characters' names. Eodred.
Supposed to remember these weird names.
They're good names, though. Eodred Edelman and Nicodemus Templeman. Two young human nobles of the city with tons of cash.
Are they brothers?
No. They're just friends.
I see.
Just friends.
That's what they are.
You see a skeleton of darkness in one window. You see a blood-soaked brass statue that's on fire in another window.
Jeebus.
And you see a four-armed demon dancing inside another window.
Nice.
Bizarre.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah. Hey, Yinks. And then floating in front of the building is an amulet. It's made out of mithril. It has 6 stars. And you immediately want it, need it. You have to get it.
I'll just steal it.
Yeah.
It's inside the mansion.
I'll just go get it.
And then you wake up. And obviously you know what Loic wants. Yeah. So, what are you going to do?
Well, I guess I better get a job at that mansion so I can go steal that thingamabobbit. Do you think it's like more than a one-person job?
I don't know. For you? No.
Oh,
You're awesome, remember? You're like the thief of Loic.
I know.
You can't get a job there, but you could try to score an invite to the party. Because there's always parties there.
Right.
How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna use my networking abilities.
Sounds good. Alright. So, roll. It'll be charisma, is what you're going to roll. The number of dice is your networking, and you get to add your bonus for roguery.
So like 4 plus 3.
Yep.
What's in the brackets?
4.
4. So you roll 4 dice, and then the result, you add 3 to it. And then subtract 4.
Oops.
You want the die tray?
They're all 10s. That was 3 times 10. So
10.
13 minus 4.
Yep.
9.
No problem. Very easy for you to find out who's going to the parties, who's looking to bring escorts, especially exotic escorts, like an elf. Very, very easy for you to find exactly who to talk to. And I don't think I'm even going to make you roll for seduction or anything, but you very easily find yourself on the arm of another noble with an invite going to this party.
Perfect.
Anything you want to do in preparation for the big night of the heist. Oh, and you get a package delivered to you with what this noble wants you to wear.
I see. So what does...
It's a small package.
Of course.
What? He has a small
I was gonna say that's what you've come to expect from this guy.
Yeah. There's not a lot there, but it is leather.
Right.
Yeah.
So nowhere
Not
to
sure
really
what she has.
conceal
No,
any...
but it was tasty. The cat ate it. It's gone.
Oh my.
Sorry, sir. What?
Nowhere to conceal any things.
Not really, no.
No weapons or tools of the trade or anything.
No. You might be able to hide some lockpicks in amongst your hair if you get it done up with bobby pins
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I suppose you could
Yeah.
just... Yeah.
That's about it.
That might be smart.
Yeah, unless you want to go through extreme physical discomfort.
Just at the airport.
Yeah. I've got a dagger on me. Just give me a minute.
Well, I suppose if I did my hair up fancy enough, I could hide a dagger in there.
You could have like
Somebody
fake,
did.
fake ear daggers. It's like throwing stars in your ear, just like.
That'd be awesome. Is that like a dagger in the middle of your hair? No, it's just the centerpiece of my
It's a
dude.
fascinator.
Yeah.
Bobby pin.
Psst, Jinx. The bane of
Pens
that
are my
cat's existence.
friend.
Yeah, pens.
There
Stupid
you go.
pens mocking me.
No, I guess I'm just gonna have to...
Did you want to stash like a bundle of equipment somewhere just outside the mansion? So you're just gonna go skimpy outfit with some lockpicks.
Yeah, I'll have to pick stuff up on the way inside.
Okay, sounds good. You could always scam your date, give him a gift, a really fancy sword or something. He'll have it, and if you need it, you can just take it off of him.
Yeah, I know, but are they really gonna let someone go in with a sword?
Not you. Maybe the nobleman.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to, you could try.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, you're going to try to persuade this guy to take this awesome gift and that
What do I
you're...
have to use to... Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, I have a skill for that. I'm like,
Yep.
do I even have a skill for that?
Is it going to be a short sword that you're going to give this guy?
Yeah.
And you're going to have to spend some money because it's got to be all fancy.
Right.
And you know, it's got to be really nice for this nobleman to wear it. It's got to be all noble and stuff.
There goes your 22 extra gold.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll say it costs you 18.
Right.
Fancy short sword.
Can't just steal it from another noble.
Well, no, because then he might recognize it.
Oh.
Wait, that's like George's short sword. You're giving me George's short sword? What's wrong with you?
Fine.
You got to get it made like special.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll for persuasion. I'm sure your persuasion is crazy high. Plus, it's a gift. It's not that hard.
Right.
All right. So, you go to the party. Anything else you want to do before you go?
No.
No. Okay, we're good. All right. So you go to the party. You are on the arm of not George. George was the other guy.
His friend.
His friend. George's friend. We'll just leave it at that. George's friend. He's a young nobleman who likes to party and drink and get drunk and fall down and wake up. And that's about all George's friend does.
And his name actually is George's friend.
Yeah, he's kind of a putz. Nobody really remembers what his name is. It's just, oh, that's George's friend. Yeah. He's going to get drunk and fall down in a minute. Brings you to this party. Where they have a whole bunch of cat trees with cats to entertain you.
What a party.
Awesome. I'm gonna
Best
go
party.
there.
They're into pain. Scratch me! Ah! Except they're jungle cats. No, just kidding. So, you get to meet the hosts of the party, Eodred and Nicodemus. Nicodemus is really tall and thin, with long dark hair, and a perpetual gleam of, I want to hurt you, in his eyes. And he's a dick.
Yeah, I just ignored that part.
Okay. Eodred is a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier, a little more polite, I guess. I was looking for a different word, but that's the word that comes to mind. He's a little bit more polite, but still doesn't really hide the glint in his eye where he just, you know, he's a bully, and he gets what he wants or he hurts someone. So they're both dicks. They completely ignore George's friend, but they are very interested in the lovely elf in the very skimpy outfit of leather.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And pretty soon, George's friend is basically distracted by booze and is well on his way to passing out. And it's very interesting watching Nicodemus and Eodred kind of spar with each other verbally and trying to impress you. And most of what they're saying is very easily seen as total bull, which makes it a little pathetic. But they don't know that. And you are given a tour of the place. You find a place that is obviously where a hidden safe is, but you're going to need a key. They both have one. Now, Nicodemus eventually wins out over who's going to be the one to kind of have you on their arm, because Eodred has another lady. And it is Elfhilda.
It is.
She is, sorry.
It is.
She is Elfhilda, which was the daughter of the
Oh.
guy who died in the village. So he was a priest of Ulrich who was slaughtered, and then she was kidnapped. And
By
you
the
guys,
evil horse.
Oh, it's
person.
that girl.
Oh, yeah.
How'd she get here?
I don't know. She's very pale. She's lost a ton of weight. She looks like way undernourished. She still looks very beautiful, and she's dressed up like in all noble finery, but she looks a little stunned, like she has to be led around. And she's on Eodred's arm. So, you need to get a key from one of them.
Yeah.
You're on Nicodemus's arm. You found Ulfhilda. Which, I don't know, were you guys... I don't think you guys were given the task of getting her back.
No.
No, not officially. But she is here.
I could just report that later.
That's true. And you need to get away from Nicodemus after you get a key from one of these two bozos. Get into that room, that study all by yourself so you can get into the safe.
Holy moly.
I know. What are you doing?
Well, it seems to me that I'm going to need some kind of distraction.
Okay.
It's going to need both of their attentions. And not a distraction focused at me.
Right. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work.
So...
I'll fail that.
Yeah, I was going to try to convince her to try to steal the key from the other guy so I could steal a key from the other guy.
That would probably
but
be...
that's not going to work
Yeah.
because she's too loopy.
She looks pretty out of
The
it.
poor
She's
thing.
drugged.
Yeah.
They drugged
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
So... I have to figure out a way to make a distraction. Like, get a couple of crazy nobles to go at it or something.
That probably wouldn't be too hard. If you said something to Nicodemus, like you can kind of read Nicodemus quite easily. He's young. He's cruel, and he loves displays of power. So if you started to turn the charm on to two other noblemen and they started fighting over you, Nicodemus would think that was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to try to do that?
I could try to do that.
Or, I mean, there's servants running around with, like, wine and cigars and other drugs that aren't wine or cigars. People are
Yeah, I was just thinking
partaking.
I should have smuggled some of that.
There's food all over the place.
I should have smuggled some of that ox leaf in.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Forgot.
know.
There are various entertainers that are kind of more of the forbidden entertainment than what you partake in. Like they're not singing and dancing. Well, there's some dancing.
So you said there's alcohol and drugs and stuff.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
So then I'm gonna have to excuse myself so I can go get him a refreshment.
Okay.
And myself a refreshment.
Okay.
Because, So I'll get him some bad refreshment and me some good refreshment. And then see if I can drug him.
So you're gonna take some alcohol, grab some of the drug, and just dump it in there?
Yeah, I'll just mix whatever I can find.
Give me some of that! Give me some of that over there! I'm a druggie, give me some of that!
Yeah.
You! The elf needs some more drugs. Okay. So you grab a whole bunch of stuff that you have no idea what it is, you
Right.
dump it into a glass of
Whatever.
Okay.
Anything.
Anything, nice. Swirl it up real quick, it's like bubbling and fizzing and stuff.
Maybe I have to start fresh. It's too obvious.
And then you give it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, have
Are you just like, here, drink this?
No. I got you something. Here you are.
Here you are. Okay.
Interesting nobleman person.
Insert interesting nobleman person thing here. That's yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you give him this awful beverage of stuff, and you're drinking your beverage, which is probably wine.
Yeah, it's like pink or whatever.
Okay. He takes a drink and he's like, and he just spits it out. What? Oh my! What? Did you give me somebody else's drink? Oh my God!
No,
this is
you're-
just disgusting.
Which one am I with?
Nicodemus.
Nicodemus.
Your friend, his name starts with E. He gave it to me to give to you.
Ooh.
What? Oh my God! And he turns around and he starts to stalk away. Eodred! What are you playing at? And then they get into a big argument.
Nice.
That's one way to
That
do it.
sounds good.
Yeah, that was one way to do it.
You still need to get the key.
I know. Maybe they'll fight and it'll fall out of someone's pocket.
Yeah, just tell him
Did
that
you-
they were gonna take his robes and stuff for him, so he doesn't like soil them when beating up each other and blood spatter everywhere.
Did you want to try to pickpocket him when you gave him the drink? You could try to do that.
Sure.
Okay,
Or
because you do have
maybe, like-
pickpocket.
He probably spit it out over himself, and I'm like, oh, let me wipe that up for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good. All right. So we got to do a pickpocket roll. So you're doing agility,
Right.
and then your pickpocket, which is Ledger domain. It's
Oh my. where's
bottom
that?
right.
Yep, 4.
And you got a bonus with pickpockets.
2.
So roll that, and then I got to roll to see if he actually notices or not.
Ooh, I got 12. So
You might not be noticed.
After the +2?
no, I got 14 altogether.
Nice.
I got 1 first, but I got 12 seconds.
Even if you did notice, you could just slap him.
What are you doing with your hands all over me?
Yeah, slap
that
him
my
right
key?
to the ground.
Right to the ground.
As long as no one noticed. Oh, he's drunk. He just passed out.
What did you get?
14.
Yeah, you can't even roll for that. You're like, got it. Nope, that's his wallet with all his money. Nope, that's his sword.
Rare items.
Nope, that's his underwear. How the hell did I get that?
I'm glad I got his wallet with all his money.
You
And
do
his
get
key.
you get the key,
Mhm.
and you get
However much money.
A rare item.
you get 24 gold,
Well, that made up for that stupid sword.
and you got the key.
Awesome.
He and Eodred start fighting,
I
arguing.
slip away quietly.
You slip away. You get into the office. There's people wandering around. Somebody sees you go in the office, but they're all drugged out of their mind. They don't really care. Close the door behind you. Open up the safe. Okay, in
Can
the
I
safe.
lock the door?
Yeah.
I lock the door.
Inside the safe, you find the amulet made of mithril with the 6 stars on it.
I'll put it in my brassiere.
Your brassiere is like an elastic band. It just falls out.
Wow.
Okay, it's bigger than an elastic band, but still, you put it in and it's just gonna fall right out.
So it's like Boudica's outfit that she would always be wearing. It's just like leather strapping.
Yeah, it's
Oh my.
It's-
What a horrible outfit.
yeah, it's not pleasant.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do I have on my feet?
Sandals.
Oh.
Okay. You have it.
A window?
There is a window.
I'll just sleep.
You're not just gonna walk through the party. You're just gonna slip
No,
right
I'll
out the
just
window.
go out.
She's gonna jump
Okay.
out of the window.
Yeah, that's no problem. You get out the window. You're gone.
What floor of the house is this party on? Ground floor?
Yeah, luckily the ground floor. Yeah.
I'm sure,
Ah!
I'm sure I could figure out how to get down the second story or whatever.
You have,
I'm an elf.
you have athletics. You're not very elf-like though. You're not stereotypical elf-like.
But still, like,
You just started to learn how to shoot a bow,
I can figure out how to get it.
and you immediately went for crossbow pistols. All right, good. Now, what are you gonna do about?
So yeah.
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 Kill shot. No. Bolt falls out. What are you gonna do about Elfhilda?
Oh, yeah.
Just leave her there.
Now that you've
Now
left
that I'm
the party,
outside.
Just leave her there.
She was the daughter of some priest that
Priest,
followed
yeah.
who now?
back in Grevenfeld when we first started.
I know, but who is the... I know who she is.
Oh, Ulrich.
So is there one of those kind of places here?
Oh yeah.
So why don't I just go tell them where she is?
Okay. Middenheim's patron god is Ulrich.
So I'll just
So they have a huge church to Ulrich.
Yeah.
Ulrich usually doesn't have huge churches because he's a wolf. So you go tell him.
Hey,
Alright. Go tell him.
found this girl that was so-and-so's daughter, and she's over there. She's close to death, so you better go save her.
She's close to death.
To-
She could be dying. Thought you should know.
I couldn't save her, but I thought you
Well,
could.
I was on my own, so it was like,
Do you change clothes before you go do this?
I put on a cloak or something.
Okay. Because they're like, sorry, what? Okay, so you put on a cloak and you go tell some priests at the Temple of Ulrich that a daughter of a priest of Ulrich who died from Grevenfeld village is currently at a nobleman's house and looks to be drugged out of her mind.
Yes.
Okay.
she's malnourished and she looks pitifully out of it, and she needs your help.
Okay.
And
I
she's
can't-
one
we-
of your own.
We can't just bust into a nobleman's house and accuse them of kidnapping without proof, especially if she doesn't appear to be, like, chained up somewhere. You can go to the Temple
We'll
of
have to go
Moor,
Moor,
Yeah. where you'll find these two.
I'm a,
Yes.
We're reliable.
And then
They'll
like,
know where to
do you
find
know where
him.
The
yeah.
other ones are.
I like that. We're reliable.
We know the entrance is like north or west or something like that.
Yeah.
We know
She's
she's
that
no longer in the
way.
city.
And
Aw.
yeah, finding her will be a little bit more tricky because she's off in the woods.
Mhm.